Hello friends, good morning. Welcome back to ASTRA 2022 program presented by AKKA IAS Academy. In this particular video, I'll be dealing with few of the basic concepts based upon clocks. Okay, if at all a question appears on clocks in your examination, you need to know these basics to solve those problems. So let's begin. So clocks. Okay, so what kind of question you may be expecting in this examination is what is the angle between hour hand and minute hand. Okay, the first type of question will be angle between, you need to the question asks you to find the angle between hour hand and minute hand. Okay, the second type you may be expecting the question is when will be hands together. Okay, when will be the hands, that is hour hand and minute hand be together. So the third type of question shall be, this is together, right? So the third type may be when will be the hands opposite side, when will be the hands in opposite direction. Okay, and the fourth type may be based upon loss or gain. Okay, these are the different types of question. Or this one more type means actually when will be the hands at right angle. Okay, when will be the hands at right angle. Okay, based upon these concepts only you will be expecting the problems here. Okay, so few of the basic concepts in the next page I'll be dealing here. See, when you see a clock here, consider this as clock. So this is a clock here. Okay, in a clock there will be a minute hand and a hour hand. Two hands will be there. Okay, in majorly two hands, so second hand also will be there, but majorly we'll be dealing with only minute hand and hour hand. Okay, see friends, actually when you look at the clock here, actually see here, it is actually 360 degree. It contains 360 degree, right? This 360 degree is divided into how many parts? 12 parts, 1 to 12 parts. So 360 degree in total the clock will be sweeping, and the 360 degree is divided into how many parts? 12 parts. Okay, so that when we divide this, see 12 one times and 12 3 is 36, so 30 degree. Okay, so it is nothing but actually each part, see here, each part means this part between 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 or 4 and 5. Okay, so each part will be how many degrees? Actually 30 degree. Yes or no? I'll be telling you the formula method also to solve the problems, but actually how the concept works you need to understand here. Okay, so each part will be having 30 degree, that is every gap between 12 between 1 hour, so that gap will be 30 degree. Okay, so this is the first point here. Okay, and the second point will be between 1 hour. Okay, if at all the clock needs to complete 1 hour, that is it may be from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock or 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Let us consider 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock the clock needs to move. Okay, so in this 1 hour minute hand will be sweeping 360 degrees, right? Because the clock will be moving from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, means the minute hand it will be sweeping how much degrees? Some one complete rotation it will be doing. So minute hand in 1 hour, minute hand in 1 hour it will be sweeping 360 degrees, whereas the hour hand, okay, the hour hand it only moves from position 2 to position 3, and each space is between 30 degree. We solved it here. Okay, each space that will be, each part that will be 30 degree. So hour hand in 1 hour it will be sweeping only 30 degrees. Yes or no? This difference you need to understand first. Okay, in 1 hour, so that is nothing but 60 minutes. In 1 hour, that is nothing but 60 minutes. Minute hand will be sweeping 360 degrees, whereas in the same hour, same 60 minutes, hour hand will be sweeping 30 degrees here. Yes or no? This is the second concept here. Okay, it can also be said like this, right? If at all minute hand sweeps 360 degrees, hour hand will be sweeping only 30 degree. Or else if at all minute hand moves 60 minutes, okay, if at all, see here, I'll be writing here this one. If at all minute hand moves 60 minutes, if at all minute hand moves 60 minutes, then hour hand will be sweeping 30 degrees. Yes or no? See here, 60 minutes 30 degrees means for 1 minute, how many degrees will be the hour hand moving? So 30 divided upon 60, 0 cancels, 3 1 times and 3 2 times, so half a degree hour hand will be sweeping when minute hand will be moving 1 minute. Yes or no? This concept you need to understand here. Okay, see, for example, when minute hand moves 1 minute, hour hand moves 12 degree. This is the concept here. Okay, if at all, see one example I'll pick. Okay, if at all minute hand moves 20 minutes, then how many degrees the hour hand will be sweeping? This is the question mark here. Okay, so we know that for 1 minute, half a degree minute hand will be moving. Okay, so for 20 minutes, it is nothing but 1 by 2 into 20, so 2 1 times and 2 2 10 times, so that will be, when minute hand is moving 20 minutes, hour hand will be sweeping 10 degrees. Yes or no? Simple, right? Okay, this can also be calculated in a mind only. Okay, if at all hour minute hand moves 45 minutes, actually this 20 is this 10 degree is half of this 20, right? Similarly, 45 divided by 2, how much? That is 22.5 degree. Yes or no? When minute hand will be moving 45 minutes, the hour hand will be sweeping 22.5 degrees. Okay, see, I'll take an example here, guys. Okay, what is the angle between minute and hour hand at 120? If at all the question appears like this. Okay, see, with an example I'll be explaining you. What is the time given? That is 120. Okay, AM or PM, that is not necessary now. What is the angle between hour and minute hand when the clock is showing 120? Okay, this is the question here. For your understanding, I'll be drawing a clock here. Okay, the drawing clock in the examination is not necessary. For your basic understanding, I'm drawing a clock here. Okay, so this is 12, 6, 3 and 9, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, 120. See here, 120 means actually the hour hand and minute hand will be lying somewhere here. Okay, the hour hand 20 means actually the minute hand will be showing exactly to this 4. Yes or no? Exactly to this 4. And hour hand, it will be lying in between 1 and 2, somewhere in between 1 and 2. Yes or no? This is hour hand and this is minute hand, and the question has to find this angle. Simple, right? You understood the question, I guess. Okay, now I'll be solving it. Okay, there are two methods to solve this problem. A formula method, just you need to by heart the formula or remember the formula, and substitution you will be doing. I'll also deal with the formula method, but what I need to tell you is how the concept works. Okay, if at all you forget the formula, or when you substitute the formula, you may be getting a wrong answer. Okay, then this traditional or conventional method will be handy for you guys. Okay, see here, this is the clock diagram. Okay, I'll be solving it here. See friends, observe carefully what I'm telling here. Okay, we know that actually each part will be 30 degree, right? So this is 30 degree from 3 to 4, and 2 to 3 it is 30 degree. So what we need to do is we need to find this amount of degree. Okay, if at all this degree is there, so we need to find this part. This part we don't know, it lies between 1 and 2. Okay, so the answer must be 60 plus degrees only, right? 60 plus degrees. Okay, that we don't know, we will be finding out. Okay, and what we know is, if at all minute hand, it moves 1 minute, hour hand, it will be sweeping half a degree. Yes or no? Here minute hand is moving 20 minutes. Okay, so hour hand will be sweeping 10 degrees. This you understood, right? This concept you understood. Okay, so this 10 degree is which degree? Actually this 10 degree is this one, this much. So when from 1 to the hour hand is moving, so this is 10 degree. Okay, I hope it is visible. This is 10 degree. Yes or no? And from 1 to 2, this part actually we know that is 30 degree, and in the 30 degree the hour hand has moved 10 degree. Okay, the remaining degree will be obviously 20 degree. Yes or no? So 30 plus 20 degrees is the total angle between hour hand minute hand when time is showing 120. Okay, 1 hour and 20 minutes. So that is nothing but 60 plus 20, that is 80 degree. Okay, I hope you got this concept right. Okay, if at all you don't understand it in one go, I request you to go and pause the video and rewatch the video. Okay, so the formula method I'll be dealing with here now. Okay, the formula method for the same 120. Okay, when the clock is showing 1 hour, between 120, the angle need to be found out. Okay, so what is the formula here? The formula is, see here, theta is equals to modus 30h minus 11 by 2 m. Okay, why this modus sign? If at all you get answer in negative sign, so this mod will be converting it into positive. Okay, so substitute here guys. Okay, h means hour and m means minute. Okay, so 30 into hour means actually 1 minus 11 by 2, how many minutes? 20 minutes. Okay, so 2 1 times and 2 10 times, so 11 into 10 is nothing but 110, and 30 into 1 is nothing but 30. So modus 30 minus 110 is minus 80, and this mod is there, so we will be considering is plus 80, so 80 degree. Okay, simple, right? When you substitute the formula in 2 steps only, you will be arriving at the answer here. Okay, see friends, actually it is better to solve through formula method, but you need to understand how the concept works. Okay, so only I have discussed the above case here, how many degrees will be there between one space, and how you need to find it in the traditional or conventional method. Okay guys, so in the next page I'll be dealing with few other concepts based upon clocks here. See, the next type of problems will be overlap. Okay, overlap, that is nothing but if at all the question asks, okay, at what time between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock will the hands of a clock be together? Okay, see here, this is the clock here. Question tells between 3 to 4. Okay, so in the first case, actually the minute hand will be pointing towards 12 and the hour hand will be pointing towards 3 here. Okay, so when clock starts moving, at what time this hour hand, actually it will be showing in between here, hour hand and minute hand actually overlaps here. Okay, so at what time this should be overlapping? Okay, this is the question here. Okay, overlapping means actually there will be 0 degree between two clocks, right? In the previous case where the time was showing 120, the degree what we found between hour hand and minute hand will be 0 here in this case, because the clocks are both the hands of clocks, that is hour hand and minute hand, are overlapping each other. That is nothing but 0 degree here. Yes or no? See, on the base same concept itself, another type of question you will be expecting. Okay, when the clocks when the hands are opposite to each other. So when the hands are opposite to each other means if at all hour hand is pointing to this direction, minute hand will be pointing this direction. Okay, minute hand. So what is the degree between minute and hour hand? That is 180 degree. Okay, simple, right? And also another type of question based upon this concept, what we'll be expecting is when the hour hand and minute hand will be at right angle. So this is 90 degree. Yes or no? So when they are overlapping, the degree will be 0, and when they are opposite direction, the degree will be 180. And the question asks when will be 90 degree. Okay, at what time will be 90 degree here. Okay, so these kind of questions you will be expecting in this case. Okay, so see here, what you need to understand here is one statement I'll be writing here. Okay, so what is the statement here? This you need to remember. 55 minute spaces are gained by minute hand in 60 minutes. This you need to remember here. Okay, this concept you need to understand first. 55 minute spaces are gained by minute hand in 60 minutes. Okay, see here, in a clock, minute hand is pointing towards 12, and this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, and hour hand is pointing at 1 o'clock. Okay, the clock will the time is at 1 o'clock. Okay, now the clock starts ticking. Okay, now the clock starts ticking, and this minute hand, it will take a complete 360 degree and comes back to 12th position, and point towards the number 12 here. Okay, in the meanwhile, this hour hand, it will be pointing towards to 2 here. Okay, yes or no? When minute hand completes one rotation, okay, when completes one rotation, that is 360 degree, hour hand, it only moves 30 degree, that is one space, that is 30 degree. This is the basic concept. In the earlier in the earlier problem I have explained you, right? So what do you mean by this 55 minute spaces are gained by minute hand in 60 minutes? Okay, see here, for example, between 1 to 2 o'clock, okay, minute hand covers how many spaces? 60 spaces, that is 360 degree, right? 360 degree, right? And 60 minute, okay, each minute is considered as a space here. Okay, in 360 degree it swipes, and how many spaces it is covering? 60 spaces it is covering. So spaces means minutes here. Okay, 60 spaces it is covering in 1 hour minute hand. Okay, in the same 1 hour, hour hand is covering only how many degree? 30 degree, that is nothing but 5 minutes, that is nothing but 5 spaces. So 60 minus 5, that will be 55 here. Yes or no? When when the same duration, how much of amount the minute hand has covered, and how much of the how much of the spaces the hour hand has covered, when we subtract that, the resultant, okay, this resultant 55 spaces will be the gained by minute hand. Okay, this is the concept here. Okay, simple, right? In the same 1 hour, see, I'll be explaining once again here. In the same 1 hour, in the same 1 hour, 1 hour is same, right? So minute hand, it moves 360 degree. Yes or no? 360 degree means 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes or 60 spaces will be telling here. In the same 1 hour, hour hand, it will be covering 30 degree. Okay, this is nothing but 5 minutes or 5 spaces here, because between 1 to 2 it is nothing but 5 spaces, right? So when we subtract this 60 minus 5, when we subtract this, how much I'll be getting? This is 55. What is this 55? Actually, this is the gain of minute hand. Okay, minute hand is gained here. Okay, 55 minute spaces are gained by minute hand in 60 minutes. Okay, in 1 hour they are traveling. Time duration is 1 hour. So the statement will be 55 minute spaces are gained by minute hand in 60 minutes. This is the statement here. Okay, based upon this statement only, you will be solving the problems based upon the clocks when they overlap each other, when they are opposite, when they are 90-degree here. Okay, see, for example, I'll be taking one problem here. With an example only you will be understanding. If at all the question appears that what time between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, what is the time here? Between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock will the hands of a clocks be together? This is the question here. Okay, so we know that for 55 minutes spaces are gained in 60 minutes. We know this, right? So I'll be writing here, see this equation I'll be writing here. This you need to understand while solving the problem. 55 minute spaces are gained by minute hand in 60 minutes. Yes or no? So then, see friends, actually what is the time given here? Between 3 o'clock and between 4 o'clock. Okay, see in a clock here, this is 12 o'clock and this is 3 o'clock and this is 6 and this is 4. Okay, so between 3 o'clock means the minute hand will be pointing 12 and the hour hand will be pointing 3 here. Okay, so this minute hand should sweep till here. Yes or no? Should sweep 1, 2 and 3 spaces. It needs to sweep first and then it will be overlapping here. Yes or no? So what is the minutes hand moves here? 5 minutes, 10 minutes and 15 minutes it has moved. So for 15 minutes, so after moving this 15 minutes only, between 3 and 4 the hour hand and minute hand will be overlapping, right? So 15 minutes it has traveled. So what will be the time after 15 minutes so that the hour and minute hand will be overlapping? So this is the equation here. Okay, this you need to solve here. This writing, this is the tricky method here. Okay, so for 55 minute spaces, okay, 55 minute spaces are gained in 60 minutes and 15 minutes it has been the clock has moved already. So what is the time that will be overlapping? That will be x here. Okay, so upon solving 55x, that will be equals to 60 into 15. So x will be 60 into 15 by 55, 60 into 15 by 55. So 5 3 times and 5 11 times, so 180 by 11. Okay, see this is in fraction, right? So you need to write like this. Okay, 11 when goes it by 180, so 11 ones are 11, so 7 and 0, 11 6 are 66, 66 means 4 is remaining. Okay, so then how shall we be writing here is 11 into 16 plus 4. Okay, so this is the time past 3 o'clock. Okay, past 3, this is the time. So 16 4 by 11 past 3, the two hands will be overlapping here. Okay, so this is the basic concept what you need to understand before solving the problems. Yes or no? Same here, see, if at all the clocks are hands are shown in opposite direction. Okay, if at all hands lies in opposite direction, so the angle will be 180 degree, right? So one more problem I'll be taking here. Okay, see, what is the time between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock? 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock is the time they have given, and in between this time at what time the hands will be in opposite direction, right? So we know that formula, right? 55 minutes will be equals to 60, 55 spaces will be equals to 60 minutes here. Okay, so 7 o'clock means where, how will be, it will be, see, 12 3 6 7 8 9. Okay, this is 6 here. So 7 o'clock means actually minute hand will be pointing here and hour hand will be pointing this side. Okay, so to come till 7, how many minutes it has to be crossed? 1 2 3 4 5. See here friends, observe the image here in the clock. Okay, for your reference I'm writing here. So this if at all the clock is pointing at 7 here, the hour hand is pointing at 7 here, the minute hand, if at all it needs to be opposite, means it needs to be between 1 and 2 here. Okay, so to lie between 1 and 2, how many minutes it has been traveled? 5 here. Okay, so 5 will be equals to x. Simple, right? So we solve, after solving, this will be 55x, that will be 60 into 5, x will be 60 into 5 upon 55, so 5 1 times and 5 11 times, so x will be 60 by 11, so 11 by 60 will be 11 5 times and 55, so 5 is there. So what is the answer here? Actually 5, 11 5 is 55 and plus 5, so past 7. Okay, this is the answer here, past 7. 5 5 by 11 past 7, that time the hour hand and minute hand will be showing opposite, will be showing 180 degree between them, that is they are lying at the opposite side. Okay, so the next concept will be based upon gains. See, if at all there are two clocks and one clock is showing a right time and the another clock is showing a wrong time. Okay, that is nothing but for every 1 hour, if at all the wrong clock gains 5 minutes, okay, or loses 5 minutes, the questions will be based upon that kind. Okay, see, in the next page I will be dealing with that condition here, based upon gain or loss. Okay, if at all you understand the gain, you will be understanding the loss also. Simple. Okay, see here, clock gains 5 minutes every hour, if at all the condition is like that. Okay, clock gains 5 minutes, 5 minutes every hour, 5 minutes every hour. Okay, see, for example, there is a clock here. Okay, there is a wrong clock as well as the right clock, there are two clocks here. Okay, so say for example it is 6 o'clock in the right clock, it is 6 o'clock in the right clock, and the wrong clock also shows 6 o'clock. This is the at this time both the clocks have been set, and this wrong clock actually it gains 5 minutes every hour. Yes or no? So when the after 1 hour, the right clock will be showing 7 o'clock, whereas the wrong clock will be showing 7 o'clock and 5 minutes. Okay, yes or no? Again, after 1 hour, the 8 after 1 hour, the right clock will be showing 8 hours, whereas the wrong clock will be showing 8 hours and 10 minutes. Yes or no? 5 minutes have been gained here, plus 5. So similarly, plus 5 here. And the third hour, if at all 9 o'clock is there, 9 o'clock is there, then it will be plus 5 again, so 9:15 will be the wrong time in the wrong clock, whereas in the right clock it will be 9 o'clock. So this is the concept how it works. Okay, simple concept. Okay, if at all if at all you encounter a question like this, see, the clock is set right at 8 a.m. Okay, the clock is set right at 8 a.m. and the clock gains 5 minutes every hour. The clock is set right at 8 a.m. and it gains 5 minutes every hour. So what time it will show at 8 p.m. on the same day? Okay, at 8 p.m. the question is asking, at if at all it is 8 p.m., then what time this clock will be showing, at what is the time this clock will be showing here? Okay, so simple here is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So if at all it is a correct clock and this clock is the wrong clock, it will be showing 9:05 a.m. Okay, this is a wrong clock here because it is gaining 5 minutes here. Okay, so for 1 hour it is gaining plus 5 minutes. Okay, so from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock at the night, so 8 p.m. so 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. how many hours are there? 12 hours are there. So each hour it will be gaining 5 minutes, so 12 5 is 60. Okay, so in total for 12 hours of duration, the minute hand will be gained 60 minutes. Okay, so the clock will be showing 8 a.m. it is set right, and after, when actually the right time is 8 p.m., but this wrong clock will be showing 9 p.m. 9 p.m. because 60 minutes has been gained in this 12 hours. Okay, so based upon this concept only, this is the basic concept what you need to understand before solving the problems. Okay, so this is it, guys. Actually, these are the few basic concepts what you need to understand before solving the questions based upon clocks. Okay, I hope this video was informative for you. So kindly do like and comment in the comment section, and also do subscribe to our AKKA IAS Academy channel. I shall catch up you in the next video where we will be solving different questions based upon these clocks as well as reading comprehension. Till then, have a great day, guys. God bless you all. All the best for your exams. We shall catch up in the next video.